Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dean Ernst with the Daily Career Search. Today marks actually day 13. So yesterday I didn't post, and I'm sorry for that. I had several calls with some headhunters, which was great. So I want to share a tactic with you that I've been exploring, and it appears to be working correctly. So I know one of the things that you might do when you first get out there and start researching and networking, you might start trying to search recruiters or headhunters or individuals, specifically maybe in the field that you're working for, or just in general recruiters on LinkedIn. And I did that, and I started kind of reaching out to them and touching base with them, but I actually had really poor success. Meaning no callbacks, no reaction. They might connect with me and accept my LinkedIn invitation, but really nothing of substance. So what I started to do is I started to be more focused on the industry that I'm going after, first and foremost. And in addition, when I set up a request or started to reach out to these individuals for a connection on LinkedIn, what I ended up doing was there's a note field that you can say something when you request a connection on LinkedIn. So in this notes field, I actually started doing more of a meaningful request. As an example, what I would say is, hi Joe, I saw that you are in a similar industry or have helped individuals in a similar industry as myself. I would really look forward to connecting with you on LinkedIn and to learn more about your company ABC recruiting or whatever it might be. And by doing just that simple 1 to 2 sentence request, it seems to have had an impact. So yesterday, as an example, and I'm sorry I missed the post, but the reason I didn't was because I was on calls with these headhunters. I had 5 calls yesterday, 5. So that's great. And with those calls, and I'm not sure if you've been on them before, but they will basically ask you questions, who you are, what do you bring to the table, what are you looking to do, and so on. And so those calls sometimes can be lengthy. I think I had one yesterday for about an hour. And those calls are very helpful for those recruiters or headhunters to basically try and position you for potential opportunities. So that being said, I've done that, great. And I had another one today, which was perfect. But more importantly, what's going on with me is really that focus for trying to get my network to respond. So yes, I'm out there looking at the job posts. There's still from the job boards. I'm still doing that. I've applied for I think 1 or 2 today, but that was really the length of what I was doing. So I don't know about the job post. It really doesn't feel maybe where I'm going to find my best opportunity. I also had to do for one particular opportunity that I did a phone interview for, I had to do a letter basically outlining my value. And while this may be something that is norm or possibly what others may request, I haven't had quite that request before, so it was new for me, and I took the challenge and provided the information, and hopefully all that works out, because that looks like a really good opportunity for me. So I've done that, and that was completed. And in addition, then today I had some networking calls within my own network. I also reached out and spoke with a lady named Steph Cartwright. And Steph Cartwright owns and runs a resume service called Off the Clock Resumes. And I had a great conversation with her. She actually offers her services as an introductory consulting call of about 30 minutes. And she will review your resume, kind of give you some pointers and some things that she noticed right away. And while my resume initially, I guess, looks like it's doing a good job with what I wrote and how I wrote it, she had some very good feedback for me. And I'm going to probably take her up on helping me. I just have to try and figure out how that's going to benefit me overall. I mean, if I'm not looking to do a lot of job posts and apply that way, then maybe it's not in my best interest to do that. I'm not quite sure, but the old saying goes, you have to invest in yourself. I do believe I might have to do that. So I'm reviewing what she provided back to me. She gave me what's called a resume recap email, and I've reviewed that information. It is very helpful, and as well, I will consider doing that and maybe take her up on her offer over the weekend. So that's where I'm at today, still pounding the pavement, still sending the digital email out. I got 2 more rejections, but you know what? At least a rejection. I'm also understanding possibly what I might be doing wrong. Ironically, the first 20 or so job posts that I did apply for, I really have had no response, and I think it's because my resume wasn't fine-tuned correctly for those applicant tracking software systems, ATS, as they're commonly known for, and I believe maybe my resumes just didn't even make it past the system, even to get in the hands of the hiring manager or HR person. So that's where I'm at. Anyways, staying positive, putting myself out there, continuing to build me as a brand, and find my next career. So stay with me on this journey. My name's Dean Ernst. I'm with the Daily Career Search. Thanks for hanging out, and stay positive.